In this video, we discuss about the third organ of alimentary tract, that is stomach. In this video, we discuss about the structure of stomach. Stomach is a muscular sac-like structure present between esophagus and a small intestine. This is stomach sac-like structure which is present between esophagus and small intestine. This is oral cavity, mouth, then pharynx, then esophagus, stomach, and then small intestine. Stomach is located on the left side of the upper abdomen. This is upper abdomen and stomach is present on the left side. On the right side, liver is present. Stomach receive food from the esophagus. Stomach receive bolus food from esophagus by the opening of lower esophageal sphincter. We talk about the sphincters in our last video about esophagus. And after after digesting the food, it transfers the chyme into small intestine. After digestion in stomach, bolus converted into chyme. This is a milky fluid, and then transfer it to next part of alimentary tract, that is small intestine. Stomach serves as temporary place for storage and mechanical distribution of food before it passes into small intestine. It is held for 2 hours or longer. Food held for 2 hours or longer in stomach. Stomach is a J-shaped organ. It is composed of involuntary smooth muscles. Involuntary means which are uncontrollable, which are not under your control. Human stomach is around 30.5 centimeter in length and 15.2 centimeter in width. Its capacity is 1.5 liter and its pH is 2.5 to 3.5. This J-shaped muscular organ present between esophagus and small intestine, sac-like muscular organ made up of involuntary smooth muscles. It receives food from esophagus by the opening of lower esophageal sphincter, and then after mechanical and chemical digestion, it transfers the chyme into small intestine. Its capacity is 1.5 liter, its length is 30.5 centimeter, its width is 15.2 centimeter, and its pH is 2.5 to 3.5. Rojae. The inner mucous membrane of the stomach has prominent folds. We call these folds as rojae, which expand up to 50 times to its empty volume. These are the rojae. These folds are called as rojae. When stomach is empty, food is not present, these rojae appears. But when food enters into stomach, it expands and rojae disappears. And it can expand stomach up to 50 times to its empty volume. Rojae, just like the wrinkles, when food enters, it expands and the wrinkles, rojae disappears, and when it contracts in empty stomach, these rojae wrinkles are visible. Division of stomach. Anatomically, stomach is divided into 3 main regions: fundus, body, and pylorus region. This dome-shaped upper part is called as fundus. This green highlighted portion is called as cardiac region. It curves above the cardiac region. The portion of a stomach, the part of a stomach which curves above this cardiac region and its dome shape was the first part called as fundus. The middle, intermediate, or the center or the main part of the stomach is called as body. And the last funnel-shaped part is called as pylorus, which connects stomach to the first part of the small intestine, that is duodenum. Fundus, it is a top left dome-shaped region of the stomach, expanded area curving above the cardiac opening. Body is the center, intermediate, and largest portion of the stomach. Pylorus or the pyloric region is a funnel-shaped lower region connecting the stomach and duodenum. Pyloric sphincter is a sphincter which is present at the end of the stomach. You can see here pyloric sphincter. It is present at the end of the stomach in pylorus region. Food from stomach transfers into the duodenum by the opening of this pyloric sphincter. Layers of stomach. Stomach has three layers of muscles: longitudinal layer, circular layer, and oblique layer. The innermost lining consists of four layers: serosa, muscularis, submucosa, and the innermost lining is mucosa. This mucosa layer has some gastric glands which contain some cells that produce digestive enzymes, HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, and mucus. Peristaltic movement. The rhythmical contraction of these muscular layer move food towards the pylorus and then into the first part of a small intestine. This movement caused by the muscles called as peristaltic movement, which propel food towards the duodenum. Curvature of stomach. There are two curvatures in the stomach: greater curvature and lesser curvature. Greater curvature of the stomach is 4 or 5 times long as compared to lesser curvature. It is convex, present on lateral surface, while lesser curvature is concave and present medially. You can see in this picture, this curve is greater curvature and this curve is called as lesser curvature. Lesser curvature is concave, greater curvature is convex. It is present on the lateral side and this lesser curvature is present on medial side. Omentum. Omentum is a fatty layer composed of adipose cells, adipose tissues. It is present on the surface of peritoneal, intraperitoneal organs. It gives protection as well as immune regulation and regeneration of function too. Greater omentum and lesser omentum. You can see in this picture, this fatty layer emerging, starting from the greater curvature of the stomach and hang down, covering the small and large intestine. This fatty layer is called as greater omentum. This is lesser omentum. It starts from the lesser curvature of the stomach and it covers the duodenum and liver. It is small, so it is lesser omentum, this fatty layer, and the layer which starts from the greater curvature, hang down and cover the small and the large intestine. This is called as greater omentum. Greater omentum is a large flat adipose layer that hangs down from the greater curvature of the stomach on the surface of the intraperitoneal organs. It covers the small and large bowel or small and large intestine. The lesser omentum connects the lesser curvature of the stomach and the proximal duodenum to the liver. This is all about the structure of stomach.